there, everybody, and welcome. If you're watching, that means you're watching from the future. I hope it's a good future ahead of us. Today, I am going to be reading CIA Declassified Documents, inspired by what I did on stream the other day. Did I rig specifically a tinfoil hat to my model for the stream? I did. I wasted an hour and a half of my life just for this hat. So you guys better like it, dang it. And I'm really excited. I'm actually really excited. I think it's gonna be so much fun. And yeah, we're streaming on all the platforms as usual. Nice to see you, Kobo. Nice to see you. And I hope all of you are feeling good today. And I'm feeling really excited. I want to. Oh, I forgot to change it to this. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello! Hi, the field. Hello, Jellyfish Tar. Welcome. Nice hat. Thank you. It's time for you. We are going to be reading about reincarnation. We're going to talk about how to control your body using your mind. And we're also going to be talking about astral projection. And it's all going to be in declassified documents I got over here. What's this? Life after death? CIA.gov. And here, I'll send you guys. We're gonna start with this one. Let me pin it for you. Wait, hold on. Let me put life after death. CIA declassified. Dog. Here we go. This is what we're gonna start with. Let me pin it. And I'm really excited. I hope you guys are excited too. What do you think? Does this sound like a fun thing? Hi, Arson. Welcome. Wait, is that why you're wearing the hat? That's exactly why I'm wearing the hat. Hello, everybody. We are streaming on all the platforms. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Iris-chan. Hello, Ferretman. Hello. Hi, Carboy. I love the CIA. I love the CIA, says Carboy. Wait, is that what? Yeah, bro, what are you doing? We're reading CIA documents, bro. What? It's my... Oops, wrong one. It's my birth... Hello to my hands. Hello. It's my birth week. Tomorrow's my birthday. My birthday is in an hour and a half. I was born... Wait, I can't tell you the time I was born. That's sensitive information. But my birth... Wait, maybe I should just announce when it's my birth minute. That'd be kind of funny. But anywho. Yes, my birthday is tomorrow. And I wanted to read CIA documents the night before my birthday stream. And I think that's okay. Ooh, happy early birthday. Thank you. I hope you guys are doing good. Thank you very much. Here, I can send you guys the document as well. That's for you. Also, if you're on here, let me get it. We're gonna read about reincarnation first. Let me get the my YouTube. Oops, wrong one. Shout out to my YouTube stream showing. Ooh. There's nothing scary there, don't worry. There's my YouTube chat. Here you go, YouTube chat. This is for you if you'd like to read along. So yeah, we're gonna read. Ah yes, the best way to spend the day before your birthday, reviewing CIA documents. Exactly. I love this. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Do you like the music? I thought the music was like fun enough that it so it's like 40 hertz, and it says super focused flow state music, binaural beats, and I love that shit. So hi, I like waffles. Me too. When's your birthday? Tomorrow. Here's the 28th. Oh my goodness, happy birthday to you. So explain the hat. We're reading CIA documents because it's my birthday. And that's what I wanted to do. And here's the binaural beat, sorry. Yeah, so this one here is about Yeah. Oh, this one's gonna be really cool too. This is enhancing human performance. We have oh, this is reincarnation. These are like studies of children. These are studies that our government, the USA, did on children who have experienced reincarnation. And I think it'll be a good time. And we're also gonna read this one first. Approved for release in 2001, by the way. Happy early birthday! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm here. Time to learn. Oh, Majaro, hey, welcome. Jared's fun. This is not what I expected in a rock. I want to back up my belief system. And a lot of you think I'm crazy, and that's okay. But today's the day, baby. Today's the day, baby, that I talk about why I believe this stuff, because I've already read some of this. I have books on this stuff, and I can prove it. And yeah, and I want to talk about it. Ron, we're going down the rabbit hole. I even rigged a tinfoil hat. I even did a pretty good job on it, if I say so myself. I don't know. Do you guys hate this? I mean, if you really hate it, we can do tarot, but I want to do this. I'm here for the crazy. Let's go. Oh my gosh, Raiders. Hey! Hi, Raiders. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, joyous celebration.
How was your stream, Ray?
Welcome, sparkling souls.
No, this is really cool. I think so too, Jared. Thank you.
Spread your magic.
Thank you. Hi, Raiders. Hi, everybody. Today we're going to be reading CIA Declassified Documents. We are starting with the pinned one. And so this is Life After Death. It was released on March 26, 2001. And it talks about their studies in reincarnation. And we also have reincarnation studies they did on children. Our great government, our God bless America. Haka! And then we also have enhancing human performance. And this is using meditation in order to like change your body, dude. Oops. My headset died. Yes, we have remote viewing as well. This is remote viewing. This is analysis and assessment on the gateway process. But we're gonna start with reincarnation. What do you think? Should we do remote viewing first? This is about astral projection. Please explain everything to us, because I want to learn this too. Exactly. We're gonna do it. And so for those of you that are a bit too... Oh, thank you, DP. Thank you very much for entering the kingdom. I love the hat. Thank you.
Realm of Ran,
if you struggle to read, if you struggle to like, you're like TLDR kind of person, well, don't worry, I'm gonna read it to you. So for those of you that are all snuggled up in bed, make sure you get all cozy with it, because I'm gonna be taking you on a fun and exciting experience through our government's declassified documents on the metaphysical. Oh, I was born at 6:07 p.m. Nice. Reincarnation, then remote. Definitely both though, because that's so cool. Yeah.
Welcome, lovely friend.
So, yeah, we can start with this. Should we get started? Should we get reading secret CIA documents with my Oshi? Okay, sure. Gosh, it's so weird for me to think that I'm someone's Oshi. Every single time that happens, I'm like, oh, really? Oh, Ribside, thank you for the follow. Thank you. All right, everybody. So, thank you so much for coming. It is my birthday, and my birthday's tomorrow, but I'm just gonna say it's my birthday. Thank you very, very much, all of you who bought me throne gifts. You guys bought me so many birthday gifts on my throne that it stopped posting on Twitter. You guys broke my throne connection to my Twitter account. I was like, oh. I was also like, dude, it's not even my birthday yet, but thank you. Tomorrow we're going to go through all of these submissions. Everybody, let me give you a little peeky poo. A little peeky poo. Hand cam. Where's my hand cam? Oh, power. There you go. I said, Ron's birthday cards! I'll read your messages live. And then I had a form. Has your reading ever come true? Was there ever a moment you were shocked by something that I knew? Oh, I just realized that rhymes. Please interact so it doesn't get burned. But basically, tomorrow I'm gonna be reading everybody's birthday cards. I'm gonna make cute graphics in the morning. So make sure you guys send your stuff. Send your stuff in. I can send that here if you want to send me a birthday card. I'll read it on stream. So yeah, you can just use your name in your birthday message. I don't get your email or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about, you know, me getting nosy with your private information. And I'll send that to the YouTube as well. But other than that, how about we go ahead and get started? Reading Life After Death. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow, sorry. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the sub. I mean, the sub. Thank you very much for the sub. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started, my friends. Make sure you're cozy. Make sure, and we'll talk. We'll still talk. Don't worry. Ron, add an attachment submission. I want to make you art. Well, the reason that you can send the art on the Discord. I have a birthday. Do it on the Discord. I made a whole channel for it. Yeah. All right. Let's get started, shall we? We are reading our first CIA declassified text on life after death, also known as reincarnation. And I hope the music is okay. I feel like I should turn the music up. All right. Life after death? Question mark? The experience is a familiar one to many emergency room medics. A patient who has been pronounced dead and unexpectedly recovers later describes what happened to him during those moments, sometimes hours, when his body exhibited no signs
Welcome
of
to the
life.
enchanting realm of Ram, Queen of Cups. May waves of joy and magic wash over you.
According to one repeated account, the patient feels himself rushing through a long dark tunnel while noise rings in his ears. Suddenly, he finds himself outside of his own body, looking down the curious detachment at a medical team's efforts to resurrect him. He hears what is said, notes what is happening, but cannot communicate with anyone. Soon, his attention is drawn to other presences in the room, spirits of dead relatives or friends who communicate with him non-verbally. Gradually, he is drawn to a vague, quote, being of light. This being invites him to evaluate his life and shows him highlights of his past. And panoramic vision. The patient longs to stay with the being of light, but is reluctantly drawn back into his physical body and recovers. Has anybody here experienced this? This is called a near-death experience, NDEs. There are many books on near-death experiencers. They are pretty wild. There is one lady who had this exact experience, described. This is very common. And this is the weirdest part. She died, and her guides told her, they were like, hey, we had to kill you because her guides were like, imagine I'm her guide. Hey there, so we kind of had to kill you because you were going really off path, and well, we knew that if we didn't kill you, you wouldn't get back on path, so like, you're dead right now, but don't worry, you're gonna go back.
Oh, joyous day.
That happens, dude. That happens.
Let's wrap Ran in love and shimmering energy.
Oh my gosh, Rai! Thank you very much for the raid. Shout out, Rai. or die. Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you doing? Oh, you guys are... Wow, you guys are so... You're on it. Thank you, Carboy. Thank you very much. We love the mods. You're dead, but don't freak out. Yeah, you had it NDE. Really. Yes, they're pretty common. I have memories of... You know what? Sorry if you guys can hear me, like, see me switching, but you know, I'll never really have a very active YouTube chat, so I'm just gonna. But anyways, sorry YouTube, I love you though. Hi Red, hello. We're reading Declassified Documents today. Yeah, let me hold your hand when I say exactly, Ivy, exactly. I'm pretty sure I have been close. Oh my gosh, I have shifted timelines before. That actually happened to me where, I'm sorry, this is kind of off subject, but I remember that I pretty much like wrecked my car into this wall. And I remember the moment that it happened, I said, that didn't actually happen. And I got out of the car and I looked and my car was fine, but I heard the crunch. Like, I literally like felt and heard the crunch in my car, and I got out and I was like, that didn't happen. And my car was fine. And so that's the only timeline shit that I like remember or was lucid for. But has anyone tried looking into those hypnosis videos on how to look back into your past? Yes. And I actually, if you guys look at my, here, I'll show you. You guys look at my, where's this? At my Donathon rewards, I have a guided hypnosis video, and I plan to do, I want to do a lot of them. The reason I haven't done them is just, well, I just moved. I wanted to move first. And so it's definitely in the plan list. But don't worry, we're gonna do reincarnation hypnosis content together. And we can even do it live if you want. I think it'll be a good time. But for today, we're reading Declassified. That's so scary. Don't be scared. It's fun. I've seen my other lives. I was a little girl, and I remember I had a friend. This is actually the only one I remember vividly. The other ones are only like flashes. Or just moments, but this one I lived a whole day as. Hello, hi. I hope you're doing okay.
Mr.
Oh, hi,
Stick returns to
Minty. I
sprinkle
hope
their
you're
magic.
okay.
3 cheers for sweet resubscriptions.
Thank you very much for the sub. Thank you. It's been a while since I have been in touch with this stuff, but my understanding is my past lives are messy. My mom's friend was a famous medium who said I was killed a few times for being considered a witch in my... Oh, that's right. Oh, I just remembered. I did have a... Thank you. Wow, that reminded me. I remember I have 2 past life memories where I lived a whole day, and one of them, my mom was killed for being a witch. Not me, my mom. That was weird. But I'll still relate to helping children. Oh no. Does birthmarks really mean how you died? That's a good question. I don't have all the answers. A lot of psychics say yes, though. A lot of psychics say yes. You just had to... Oh, I'm glad you're okay, Minty. Hi, hello everyone. Yeah, we're reading reincarnation. So, all right. We read the first part. We're gonna read the next part, okay? And then we'll chat, and then we'll talk, okay? Thank you, Gummy Bear, for the follow. Clues. Once dismissed as nothing more than hallucinations, these, quote, near-death, unquote, experiences are now being seriously examined by several psychiatrists and psychologists for possible clues to what happens at the moment of death. One such researcher, Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, an internationally respected expert on the psychiatric dimensions of dying, now claims that she has proof that quote, there is life after death on the... Sorry, you guys can hear my headset dying. I've been working all day. Let me restart, sorry. One such researcher, Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, an internationally respected expert on the psychiatric dimensions of dying, now claims that she has proof that quote, there is life after death on the basis of hundreds of such stories. Although other psychologists believe that Dr. Kubler-Ross tends to lend too much credence to tales told by the dying. Her outspoken views have recently heightened scholarly interest in near-death phenomena. These hoes are like, why are you trusting these dying people? That's not nice. Dying people are people too. How do you know of your past life? I did, so most of them have been through dreams, but a couple of them have been through intention, doing like past life meditations and stuff. So I recognize her name from my hair. Really, Rai? Really? Oh, thank you, Baby Sauce, for a follow. Thank you, Baby Sauce. So, what most impresses Kubler-Ross about the cases she has assembled over the last 8 years is the evidence. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, the Ghost of Cali. I appreciate it. Should I turn Droplet off? I feel like I should turn Droplet off.
And joy.
Droplet, you're so cute and I love you, but we're reading. We're reading. Thank you guys. Thank you for the song. It's so sweet. All right. What most impresses Kubler-Ross about the case she has assembled over the last 8 years is the evidence of out-of-body consciousness. That is, the apparent ability of people who exhibit no respiration, heartbeat, or brainwave activity to describe events taking place around them. She is currently checking out each case against medical records for a book she plans to publish next year. Quote, if you... Ooh, I can't even really read that. If you have a woman who has been declared dead in a hospital and she can tell you exactly how many people walked into the room and worked on her, this cannot be a hallucination, she argues. I agree. Personally, I agree. I finished my Kate. Hi, Daisy. We're reading about reincarnation in a declassified CIA document. And if you'd like to read it with us, it should be pinned. If it's not pinned, I can pin it again. Here you go. Oh, because I have a lot of birthmarks, so does that mean I've died a lot of times? They say that's the case. So does that mean extremely vivid dreams can be linked to, ooh, chat is so fast, can be linked to past lives or something? I have those super often, so now I'm curious. Yeah, I personally believe that you can tap into other realms when you're sleeping. I think personally by the way, that when we're asleep, we're returning to spirit. And there are different dimensions to our consciousness. And so most of us kind of hang out in the realm of being the architect of our dreams. So that's when we process a lot of subconscious stuff that we didn't during our day, right? And that's true, you do. But I think it's a lot faster than we think. You know, our dreams are only so there's something like only seconds long that we get that DMT hit, but it feels like it's you know, days, or it feels like it's hours of content in our mind. And so to me, if our DMT hit is so short, what are we doing for the rest of our sleep? And to me, I think we're returning to spirit. Personally, I don't remember my dreams, sadly. That's okay, maybe you're not meant to. I mean, what I was saying in response to people choosing not to believe what older and dying people are saying, and all I see. Hello, hi zombie, what's up? I believe, yeah. Who lives in the forest? Hello. Here you guys go. If you'd like to read this declassified document with me, I will pin it there. Hello, TikTok, we love you. Really, you have really intense dreams? That's good. I have dreams on and off, normally based more in reality. Yeah. I have lived different lives in dreams, or saw different lives in different universes. It makes me wonder if those are past or future lives, or lived simultaneously in some way. I actually don't believe in, quote, past, unquote, lives. I think that we have lived a multitude of a plethora, oh my gosh, too many to count, lives, and there's no such thing as time, and they're all happening simultaneously. Everything is happening right now. The only thing that exists is the present moment. And so Yeah, I think... Oh, Mr. Stick, thank you for the subbies. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. So, yeah, are you seeing future lives? Probably, you know, future from our perspective. Are you seeing past lives? Definitely. You know, if you feel connected, if it feels so real, if there's something that you're taking from it, if there's lessons that you're learning in those dreams that you're applying to your current physical manifestation, oh yeah, absolutely. So thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. It's kind of like the older Hinduism. Yeah. Do I think you know, do I think that we get reincarnated into like awful experiences because we did a bunch of bad stuff? I don't think it's really so cruel. No, actually, I don't think it's cruel at all. Everything that we experience, I personally believe we consent to, including the pain and suffering. And I know a lot of people will hear that and be like, yeah, what do you mean? Oh, hey, what's up? Liar, thank you. Thank you for the raid. What's up? Can we get a shout out? Hello, raiders. That's amazing. I'm still learning how to lucid dream. I know somebody who's really good at that. Liar, thank you very, very much for the raid. Welcome. We're reading CIA declassified documents on life after death or reincarnation at the moment. And then after that, we're going to talk about astral projection or remote viewing. We have a document on remote viewing, and we also, and these are all government, right? Like it's CIA.gov. And we're also going to do enhancing human performance. So this is how to use your mind to control your body, which is really cool. Really, really cool. Yo, thank you for the sub. Thank you. I used to lucid dream every night and practice taking tests. Oh, really? Wow, that's a smart way to do it. So, all right, let's move on to the next paragraph, shall we? All right. So, let's see, where did we? Although details of near-death accounts vary somewhat, Kubler-Ross says that all of her subjects report certain common experiences, a pervasive sense of calm well-being, a feeling of personal wholeness, even among accident victims who have lost limbs, and the experience of being greeted by previously deceased loved ones. As a result of such experiences, she says, quote, many of them resented our desperate attempts to bring them back to life. Death is the feeling of peace and hope. Not one of them has ever been afraid to die again. And a series of in-depth interviews conducted independently of Kubler-Ross's research, another physician has discovered extraordinary similarities among 50 near-death experiences, resulting from accidents, illness, and sudden cardiac arrest. According to Dr. Raymond A. Moody Jr., who holds a doctorate in philosophy as well as a medical degree, many subjects experienced enhanced intellectual capabilities and upon recovery amazed doctors by their unusually technical knowledge of resuscitation procedures. So these are the people who come back with special shit. These are the people who come back with gifts and knowledge. In fact, most NDEs come back with some extraordinary gifts, and it's really cool. What about you guys? We really celebrate what is hard in our death-fearing society. I know death is a beautiful thing. Death is a beautiful thing. Hello, greetings. Hello, Talissa. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. We are reading... I know I keep repeating, but some new people keep coming in, which I appreciate. We're reading declassified CIA documents, and we're doing life after death at the moment. I was dead when I was born and resuscitated. Oh, really? Me too. I was born not breathing, and I had to stay in the hospital for like a week, and then until I was 5, I was on a nebulizer. I was on a nebulizer because I couldn't breathe. That was the thing. That was the thing. I had really bad asthma too. Fun fact. Oh, my brother went through that too. Yeah. My current intelligence level is like an American FBI field. Really? Hey, I will be right back, my friends. I'm gonna go take a spoonful of honey because my throat feels like it's ripping apart. So here, I'm gonna leave the... Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the hype train too, my friends. Thank you. It's been a really good birthday. To those of you that don't know, tomorrow is my birthday. Yay, birthday! The birthday hat, yay! Yay! Sorry, I know I sound so scratchy, so I'm just gonna like get some honey in my mouth and I'll be right back. One second. I'll be right back, I swear. I messed with my stream deck and I'm just kind of pressing buttons. Hold on. I'm back, I swear! Hello, sorry. Sorry, I went to go get honey. You wanna see? You wanna see? Hold on. See, I got a spoon and some honey. Yeah, I like to get the raw and unfiltered ones. Hi, hello everybody. Alright, let's get back to it. Thank you. I feel so much better already. Hello. Let's see. There we go. Big spoon, yes, big spoon. Big spoon. This is the first spoon I grabbed. Okay. Alright, let's continue, shall we? Alright, so... yeah, we were talking about how they come back with gifts. And so, if you've ever had a near-death experience, ask yourself, how did you change? Did you suddenly become very interested in certain subjects and found that you excelled in them? Did you become more empathetic? Did you suddenly have very intense dreams? Did you become more loving? You know, those things. That really does happen. It is you that bends, not the spoon. There is no spoon. Exactly. Alright, here we go. Unlike Kubler-Ross, Moody does not claim scientific proof of an afterlife, but he does believe that most near-death experiences cannot be readily explained away as delusions induced by pain-killing drugs. The narratives, he says, are too clear and too similar to one another. In his popular paperback, Life After Life, Moody also dismisses cultural conditioning as an explanation because the reported experience do not conform to contemporary American images of death. On the contrary, he asserts that the pictures of the event of dying, which emerges from these accounts, corresponds in a striking way that painted in ancient and esoteric writings totally unfamiliar to his subjects. In particular, Moody finds that the experiences of floating out of the body, meeting spiritual companions, and encountering a being of light are remarkably analogous. Analogous. What? Did I say that right? I don't know how to say that word, sorry. I know what it means though. They're in common. They're the same. Analogous. There we go. to images found in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. You know it, yes, you're analogous. There we go. I'm a celestial apprentice. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Some people do tend to change after near-death experiences. Reminds me of the Christmas Carol story with Mr. Scrooge. Yes, exactly, exactly. So, as part of yet another effort to track down clues that would suggest an afterlife, psychologist Carlos Osis of the American Society for Physical Research in New York City has tabulated by computer interviews with 877 physicians who have reported deathbed visions by their patients. Most of them involve dying patients who see benign apparitions coming from their souls. Osis has determined, at least to his own satisfaction, that patients whose brains were impaired by high fever or disease reported fewer visions than those who were fully alert at death. Moreover, he asserts powerful drugs such as morphine and Demerol actually decrease the coherence of such visions. The sick brain hypothesis we considered does not explain the visions, he says. Osis concludes, and so far, it looks as if patterns are emerging consistent with survival after death. So imagine, you're a doctor. Happy birthday, thank you. Imagine, you're a doctor, right? You've encountered a bunch of dying people, and for some reason, all of them keep talking about this tunnel of light, seeing their passed on loved ones, coming back with crazy information like, hey, I knew what conversation you were having while you were operating on me. Or, hey, I went down the hallway while you guys were fixing up my body and I saw that, another person died and they have a message for their loved one. Like, this is the kind of stuff doctors experience regularly. And so you may ask yourself, are hospitals haunted? Yes, hospitals are so haunted, dude. I wonder the reason they didn't have vision due to the fever damaging parts of the brain. Exactly, Mr. Stick. Exactly. Alrighty. Waiting for data. Critics of afterlife research have held then fire until they can see. Sorry, it's hard to read because of the, it's kind of, it's a little broken up. But waiting for data. Critics of afterlife research have held their fire until they can see the data that Kubler-Ross publishes. Still, saves psychiatrist Charles Dalberg of New York University says, I don't see how you can set up the control group needed to examine this subject scientifically. The afterlife is a matter of faith, unquote. Father Eugene Kennedy, a Roman Catholic priest and professor of psychology at Chicago's Loyola University, finds Kubler-Ross's new focus, quote, a falling off from her previous work, which related to death to the whole of humanity, unquote. Ooh, this Catholic priest is triggered! That means she's doing something right. Nah, I'm just kidding. Sorry. I went to Catholic school. You could say I'm recovering from Catholicism. Anyways. Kennedy, for one, believes that intimations of immortality don't come from vaporous experiences of life's end, but from the love and creativity we exercise to overcome the tragedies of life. Fair, same here. You're recovering from Catholicism. Yeah, a lot of people are. A W's a W. Yeah. Are you guys liking this? Let me check my YouTube chat. What are you, YouTube chat, are you there? Hello, hi! Thank you guys, it's good to see you. I've been, but not in the right ways. Oh, hey, what's up? Okay, sorry, I just wanted to read. Okay, all right. Even if Kubler-Ross has not proved her point, she has laid out phenomena that modern science has not yet adequately explained. Quote, I don't at all agree with Elizabeth when she says that the experiences she and I have both had working with the dying absolutely guarantee life after death, unquote, says Dr. Charles Garfield of the Cancer Research Institute of the University of California. Quote, I also don't take the extreme scientific materialist position that these are the utterances of deranged persons. I don't really know what is happening, and I am willing to tolerate the ambiguity. And this was released July 12th, 1976. What? And you may ask yourself, why is this a released CIA document? Why did they have this? What were they studying? Question mark. You're recovering from Mormonism? Yeah, Christianity has really done a toll on a lot of us. Hi Ron, hi Austin, what's up? It's okay, but you know, I always like to say this to everybody. Just a reminder, I know that I kind of like talk about my poor experiences with Christianity, but as many of you know as well, there's a lot of beautiful experiences to be had in the church. I've met really wonderful people. I used to work for churches too. I spent like the age of 20. Never mind. Let's just say I worked for churches for quite some time. Not that I was practicing, but you know, there are kind and good people there, and so just know I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Actually, I was gonna say it wasn't that long, but anyways. Alright, so that was life after death. Shout out to our chill Christians in the chat. Yeah, dude. You're amazing, Ron. Thank you, Chioto. Thank you. I think it's time for another hit of honey. I think it's time for another honey hit. My throat. I've been recording and streaming all week. Ooh, I did an hour recording right before stream too, so bottoms up, bottoms up. Everybody drink some water too, drink some water. Ron worked at the church in the age of 20 AD. Exactly, McNuggie. Man, this is nice. I have an excuse to eat honey. Which is pretty nice. Honey with a bit of lime juice combined really... Ooh, I have lime juice. Maybe I'll go get lime juice next time. Yeah, this is my first deck. I used it for my cover photo. That's like... And I was in a rush to hit stream. So that's why it's all over the place. Oh, I finally got a new Evil Eye bracelet. And I got some... I bought this for myself. Yesterday, I went to the witch shop here in town, and I just wanted to see, and I just got myself some bracelets, you know. I just got myself my own birthday gift, and I liked it, but anyways. I moved from being Catholic to slowly learning about pagan. Yeah. I'm absolutely a pagan. Hello everybody. Hello. Alright, so we read this document on life after death, and once again, you may ask yourself, why is this a declassified CIA document? You might wonder, what were they studying? This was a Newsweek, July 12th, 1976, and they didn't release it until 2001. Interesting. Oh right, my tinfoil hat, what am I doing? My tinfoil hat. Here, we can get rid of this too. I don't know, I kind of like this. Chad, I'm not Sonic and I'm high. I'm also cute, but thank you, Gummy Bear. Thank you. Alright, because they got it from Germany. Alright. So, Shall we move on? This is frequently asked questions about parapsychology draft 3. And this is about, they studied children who had reincarnated experiences. So we can get past the boring part. They have documentation on the terms that they're using. They have near NDE, so actually, let's actually go through the, I want to go through this part at least. For those of you that aren't experienced in this kind of terminology, I will explain. Also, hi Calico, welcome. And thank you for the cheer, by the way. Abysmal Shock, you said, I remember my near-death experience was very different. I felt displaced, time going too fast and too slow, all with absolute sensory deprivation. That night, I had a lucid layered dream with a predominant figure, a giant laughing shadow. Oh, yes! This is actually so interesting. There are, quotes, hellish experiences, unquote, that NDEs have. They're pretty rare, but they happen. And so the reason why it happens is, remember how I had explained that you are the architect of your own dreams? Well, there are some people that are so embroiled with trauma, usually religious trauma, so guilt, shame, fear they're going to hell, belief that they're going to hell, that they literally create their own hellish experience when they die. The good news is all of them report coming out of it, like, so Jesus comes to save them, like, or like a guide or an angel will come to save them. But this is very, very common, and it's almost not very common, but it happens, you know, it is documented, but they're always saved by some being, and they come back to life and they say, you know, I talked to Jesus, or I talked to Michael the Archangel, and he told me that I'm absolved of my sins and that I'm okay, and that I'm actually a really wonderful person, and he healed all that trauma in me instantly. And so, you know, they have these awful experiences, but they're immediately wiped clean. And so, you know, it does happen for their own good. I'm learning tarot with playing cards. Ooh, good. Character building, exactly. Would sleep paralysis demons be similar to this? Like your own fears manifest the stress of life? Exactly, they do. Fun fact, I spent 5 years, I could not sleep on my back because I would get sleep paralysis and I would start hearing awful things, like awful things. And I had my spiritual awakening, and ever since then I've only been able to hear very loving beings. And so it really is the frequency you're tuned into. It's the vibration you're holding. If you are in a state of shame, of worry, of chaos, of pain and suffering, that's what you're attracting towards you. And so yeah. Oh, that's sweet and interesting. Yes. I talked about it before, but I've been able to hear beings my whole life, especially like at nighttime when I'm about to sleep. Sometimes I hear it at night when I'm working too. I can do it at will now when I meditate. I do it for like my private readings all the time. And yeah, it's interesting because when I was little, I only heard loving things. I remember being a kid, and by the way, like I was mostly mute. I couldn't really talk much. I have autism. I have like high. Oh, this is a long story. I have like high functioning autism, we call it. Obviously I can speak now, but back then I really couldn't. I would like whisper to my mom, or I would just like cry and babble to communicate incoherently. And I remember I told my mom as best as I could about hearing things, and she took me and she was like, Ron, listen, you have to ignore them. you have to pretend they're not there. If you tune them out, they'll go away, they'll leave you alone. And ever since she told me that, I just had like, I only heard scary things. And so I went from hearing these really loving beings who were like, oh, we love you, Ron, you're doing so good, Ron, you're gonna be such a wonderful adult, Ron, you have such great things waiting for you, Ron. Like they would say, and by the way, they say this stuff to everybody. All of you get these really beautiful beings coming to you. And I'm not special. This happens to everyone. I just, you know, I could hear it as a kid, but then my mom scared me, and I was tuned into something different because that's the perception that she pushed onto me. So, you know, it's weird, right? It's weird how it works. It's the law of attraction at its best, baby. Wow, Ron, you just made me connect a huge dot. Wait, really? What's a dot? What's the dot? About a theory I heard recently. Oh, apparently a lot of kids on the spectrum are more tuned into spirits, can communicate with each other via the mind. Yeah. I remember, like, I don't remember too much. I actually really want to do, like, oh, okay, that's okay. Yeah, I remember hearing things I shouldn't too, but it was fun. Anyways. So how about this? What do you guys think? Should we read this? Do you want to read about how to change your body? Or do you want to do astral projection? What do you guys think? But it said that oh my goodness, another raid! Hi Chitsy, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. You want astral projection? Okay, we can move on to astral projection. Hello everybody! Welcome! Hi! If you're new here, my name is Ron Queen of Cups, and I chose the Queen of Cups because in tarot she represents someone who is loving, healing, and nurturing, and that's the energy I do my best to embody when I'm existing. When I'm doing anything. So thank you for being here. We're reading Declassified Documents. I usually look like this. But I rigged a tinfoil hat to my model specifically so we could we can read declassified CIA documents. I hope you had a good stream, Chitsy. Shout out to you. Let me shout you out personally. Thank you for sharing your community with me. What were you doing? Did you have a good time? Alright, we're gonna move on to the next document. We were just talking about reincarnation. I actually do want to read a little bit. I want to read a little bit about this one, because there's actually some terminology that I want to share with a lot of you. Yeah, was Yappy playing Clover Pit? Lots of fun! That sounds like fun. Thank you for radio. It means a lot to me. It's my birthday tomorrow, or I guess what time is it? Yeah, tomorrow, very soon. And we're gonna do some cool birthday stuff. Yeah. All right. This is the document we're reading now, my friends. Happy birthday! Thank you. And let's see. Let me get it to the YouTube. There you go. We're gonna read this just a little bit. I won't go too into it. We'll just skim it together. Happy birthday! Thank you. And tomorrow we're gonna read the birthday stuff. And thank you guys again so much for everything. Yeah. So we're talking about reincarnation. We're reading a undeclassified document from the CIA. It's a CIA.gov PDF. I shared it in the chat. This is real. It was released in September of 2003. And it says, frequently asked questions, FAQ, about parapsychology, draft 3. Where's draft 1, you may ask? They hide a lot of stuff. They hide stuff all the time, so, that one's still classified. Who compiled this FAQ? This FAQ was compiled by an ad hoc group of scientists and scholars interested in parapsychology, the study of what is popularly called, quote, psychic phenomena. The disciplines represented in this group include psychics, psychology, philosophy, statistics, mathematics, computer science, chemistry, anthropology, and history. The major contributors and their affiliations are listed at the end of this document. The majority of this group are members of the Parapsychological Association. The PA is an international professional society founded in 1957 and elected an affiliate of the American Association for the Advancement of Science in 1969. While the FAQ is not an official publication of the PA, the contributors do include several past presidents of the PA, including the current 1995 president, and past and present members of the board of directors of the PA. So this was made in 1995? What? They hid this from us for... yeah, like, I guess only 7 years. Aren't there psychics who actively work in the government? Yes, yes there are. Or military? Yes, yes there are. Will they admit it? I don't know, probably not. The group aimed for consensus on each FAQ item, but as in many intellectual pursuits, especially in young multidisciplinary domains, there were some sharp disagreements. In spite of these disagreements, the authors believe that because of burgeoning public interest in parapsychology, the relative lack of sorry TikTok. What, sorry. Sorry TikTok, sorry. Hold on. Uh-oh. I have to verify it. There we go. Sorry, TikTok. We're reading. Furries vs. You guys like this? I like this. So, we plan on eventually providing a comprehensive source of information on parapsychology, including details on the major topics of debate, the prevailing theories, discussions of empirical evidence, links to journal papers, reference sources, and so on. In addition, the FAQ will eventually include links to mission statements and photos from the major parapsychological research centers. So, who is the intended audience? This FAQ was written as a general introduction to parapsychology for individuals ranging from advanced high school students to professional with little or no background in parapsychology. Writing for such a broad audience is challenging because gaining an appreciation of parapsychology today requires specialized knowledge, including advanced statistics, specialized experimental design, quantum mechanical theory, artificial intelligence techniques, the sociology and philosophy of science, and a specific historical knowledge. They're talking about artificial intelligence in the 90s, bro. Beat me up, Bashar. I like Bashar. He's pretty cool. So, they actually have a really nice... yeah, what do parapsychologists study? So this is really interesting because I want to be a parapsychologist one day. I really want to be a hypnotherapist, like a licensed hypnotherapist with a psychology degree. That is my plan. I'm still young, I'm still fresh, I'm only 500. I think I still got it in me. Okay. Parapsychology is the study of unexplained phenomena associated with consciousness and the mind. Perhaps the strangest and most intriguing aspect of these phenomena is that they do not appear to be limited by the known boundaries of space or time. Interesting. In addition, they blur the sharp distinction usually made between mind and matter. In popular usage, the basic parapsychological phenomena are categorized as follows. Telepathy, direct mind-to-mind communication. And by the way, I would love to react to the telepathy tapes with you guys if you want, if you know what that is. The telepathy tapes, here, let me look it up. The Telepathy Tapes is a popular podcast and upcoming documentary series that explores alleged telepathic abilities, particularly in the non-speaking autistic community. I want to talk about that so bad. Oh my god. I'm down for that, Ron. The Telepathy Tapes are fascinating. I know, right? My tism senses are tingling. Ah, interesting, yeah. Have any of y'all had a dream about a guy and fallen in love? That's very common. Milky was talking about that. Milky did. Oh wait, I had a dream where I was in love. That happened. And I woke up, I was like, where'd they go? Brad, when you become a hypnotherapist, I will book you expeditiously. Ooh, I like that word. Expeditiously. Thank you. I rarely dream anymore. That usually means that we lack safety. Anyways, precognition. And this is something that I'm gifted with. Also called prescience or premonition, obtaining information about future events where the information could not be inferred through normal means. Many people report dreams that appear to be precognitive. Retrocognition, obtaining information about past events where the events were previously unknown to the percipient. Clairvoyance, also called remote viewing, obtaining information about events or objects at remote locations beyond the reach of the normal senses. ESP, extrasensory perception, a general term for obtaining information about events beyond the reach of the normal senses. This term subsumes telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, and retrocognition. Psychokinesis, also called PK, direct mental interaction with physical objects, animate or inanimate. Bio-PK, direct mental interactions with living systems. This one is actually really interesting because there was a little girl who was being studied and she was able to heal plants with her hands. Like, she wouldn't touch them, she would just put her hand out and the plant would heal. Ron, have you ever contacted aliens? Oh, and by the way, there are a lot of kids with autism that talk to plants, and I talk to the trees. I talk to plants sometimes, but I'm a bit yeah, you can heal animals with Reiki. Yes, dude, yes, you can. Isn't it crazy? Why, hi, Kieran, welcome back. I talk to trees. Yes, dude. You should. You should. I would love to do a little jig for some aliens. I actually have crazy experiences with aliens, and I'm actually working through a lot of fear so that I can work with them. When I was 5 years old, my twin brother and I witnessed them together with our mom, by the way. Our mom doesn't remember. In fact, what happened was my brother and I were playing outside in a field, and my mom was like on the porch, basically, like on the porch. And literally this craft came down and we saw this giant orb of light, and it like hovered down to the earth, and my brother and I could just feel like our cells were vibrating. It was really strange, and like we both of us can in great detail talk about the craft, like what we saw and everything. And it's awful because my mom, we both remember this, by the way, my mom screams at the top of her lungs and then goes inside and leaves both of us outside with the aliens. Both my brother and I make fun of her. We're just like, really? You're just gonna leave your twin babies? They didn't hurt us, but she ditched us, dude. She ditched us. She left you out to die. She did, bro. Interesting story. You like the tinfoil hat? Thank you, thank you. Save yourselves! Pretty much. She doesn't remember, though. Like, she doesn't remember anything. That sounds a lot like lightning ball phenomenon. Insanely rare. Is it really? Reminds me of someone book about seeing really quick question. Is it normal to see things when you're young? Like I remember a lady standing in the corner of my room at the age 4 to 7. And yes, very normal. Very normal. And you know what, Blueberry? If you open your mind up to it again and you trust yourself that you're safe, you'll probably start seeing it again. She was too shocked to remember exactly. Well, my mom has a lot of alien experiences, and so does my grandmother and my grandfather. Oh my gosh. My grandparents, they told me this story. They said it was nighttime. And my grandfather was a trucker, and he came home late one evening. It was something like maybe it was like 1 in the morning, and my grandfather comes up, and my grandmother is on the porch waiting for him because she's sitting there and she's just staring up into the sky, and he didn't notice it until she was like, husband, do you see that? I've been staring at it for the last hour, you know, waiting for you. And he comes up, turns around, and both of them just sit there and like watch it. And within like maybe 5 minutes, it just vanished. It just vanished out of existence. Like 1 minute it was there, 1 minute it wasn't. And they remember that it was right there, like right next to their farm. I def talk to inanimate objects. Not sure how come certain objects, yeah, objects hold energy. Some be ones I feel are more alive. Like there was a printer we had that I always greeted. Oh, that's so cute. How do you open your mind? Trust. But you can look up different ways. These aliens love you. I guess they like my family. But to be honest, orb UFOs are always different than lightning orbs. Oh, are they? Helen, congrats on your new 10-foil wizard hat. Thank you. Aliens watch around streams confirmed. Maybe, I don't know, dude. You don't have to believe me, by the way. You can think I'm crazy. My last alien experience was pretty recent, actually. It was actually very recent. And once again, I was just scared shitless. I don't know why. They're so scary to me. Oh, I don't want to be afraid, though, because obviously, if they wanted to hurt me, they have every way to do so, right? Like, I have so many alien experiences. Really, yeah. Is being psychic essentially holding space for the stuff to flow through you? Like, that's why meditation helps, because it clears out all the gunk. Yes. And I always tell people, by the way, every single one of you is psychic, all right? Just because I am good at it doesn't mean you can't be good at it. I'm just, I'm practiced. You know how some people are like super good at chess? I suck at chess, dude. And I respect that they're good at chess, and some people are good at good at psychic stuff. But even psychics, we all have different gifts. We're all good at different things. Like, how there's chess players who are good at defending and chess players who are good at attacking. Same kind of thing. Bro, I never had an alien experiences, but I do have a ghost one. Yeah. You should share it. You missed the best part of my message about talking with my dad. Oh, you talk with your dad? That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Me too. I talk with my first deck all the time. Can oracle cards be used the same as tarot cards? They can. Yeah, they can. I also saw my great grandma after she died, and when I was younger, and I also apparently tried to feed the ceiling. I don't know what to feed the ceiling. Oh, Ran, that reminds me. What do you think about the gate program theories? Oh, I believe them. I believe people. I just anytime someone tells me a story, most people are like, you're lying, you're made it up, that was wrong, da-da-da. I'm like, yep, yeah, you perceived that. That was your experience. I trust you. And that's how I go about it. The tin hat is sitting memory. Thank you, I rigged it myself. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was perfect, and I look so cute when I take it off. Look at that. Look at me, guys, I can do tricks. Okay. Alright. That's great, thank you. Hey, cries for bacon. Hello, everybody. Okay. Ooh, why is this circled? We're gonna skim this. We're gonna skim the rest of this. Also, hi, Rick. I hope all of you are enjoying the stream. I love this. I'm like, this is my cup of tea. This is what this is my drug of choice, y'all. So I kind of want to read not sure. Interesting. Leave the door open. Ooh, why did they write leave the door open? From the materialistic perspective, which is one of the foundations of the scientific worldview, human consciousness is nothing but an emergent product of the functioning of the brain, body, and nervous system. That is, no matter how different mind may seem from solid stuff like bodies, it is generated solely by the electrochemical functioning of the brain, body, and nervous system. And so it is absolutely dependent on it. When the BBNS dies, so does consciousness. Therefore, claims of survival of bodily death or ghosts or apparitions are due to wishful thinking, because such things are nonsense. Furthermore, the limits of material functioning automatically determine the ultimate limits of mental functioning. Thus, the ideas of ESP and PK are also impossible. Ooh. And they wrote right here, not sure. Leave the door open. Interesting. Why would they write that? I know I'm skimming it, but this stuff is fun. I know, right? Some see the above view, which is based upon prevailing scientific models, as leading to a nihilistic philosophy of eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die. Modern restatements of this philosophy, which underlie much of the Western world's instant gratification, consumer-oriented mentality, are sayings such as "look out for number one," or as in advertisements, "you only go around once in life, so grab for the gusto." Sweeping approval of the quote, "grabbing the gusto" idea drives much of the interest in medical research on longevity. Yeah, everybody wants to live forever, but they don't. It's so stupid. They're like, we gotta live forever. We gotta put these fucking chips in our brain, bro. We gotta upload our consciousness to the internet, dude. But it's so silly because we're all immortal. We're literally immortal. Like, we just, at least I believe this, we die and we inhabit another body, and if we want, we can access our last life. It's up to us. It's just, we don't, our current systems do not promote that. So anyways, I like this a lot. I got a wacky brain. Yes, time to live forever, buy our stuff. Exactly. To the cloud. If I remember correctly, where there were glasses or lenses that I don't know who made when they put them on, we'll see figures and they got terrified. Yeah, I bet they did. I think the scariest beings that I have ever encountered, like, they look the scariest looking, by the way. They're pretty neutral. They actually don't care. They really don't care. They're just really there, but they look like praying mantises. And in the community, we call them mantis beings. And I know this is gonna sound like really weird, but let me show you. Yeah, dude, they look like, well, they're much more colorful than that. Yeah, they look like mantis beings, bro, but kind of like this, but they usually have more color. And it's weird. It's weird how they look. I was just saying. This is a very common phenomena, by the way. Like, people encounter these beings very often. In my experience, they're very colorful, and they just kind of chill. Like, they don't really care too much. They're just there. But they look the weirdest, in my opinion. Like mantis shrimp? Kinda. Diet, little interesting. Have you been to the Gateway program? And wait, so you have seen those too? Oh, you've seen those, Kirin? Yeah, dude. I have. The mantis beings are, you know what they feel like? In my opinion, they seem to be keeping our physical world structured and ordered. It feels like they are the they feel like the maintenance men. You know what I mean? They're just kind of there. I've read books about mantis races. They just watch. Yeah, it's like they're it's like they're just trying to make sure everything's working. Like that's what, in my experience, I've seen them in dreams, and yeah, those feel weird. Yeah, they're pretty weird. So, anyways, what are the practical aspects? Ooh, it's fun. What are the major research approaches? I haven't read this one yet, so this is fun. PK on living systems? Can I read this? This is so interesting. Are they like the aliens from Mass Effect? They just watch these guys, or these guys are on the god here. No! Do not talk about stuff like that. You're being naughty. Are they like the aliens from Mass Effect to the Citadel? Maybe. I don't remember. I mean, I never played Mass Effect, so I can look it up. Yes, oh no, they don't look like talk about these things. No, they don't really look like these guys. They literally look like mantises. Like they just look like mantises, but usually more colorful in my experience. Hey, Pearl! Oh, Pearl, thank you for the raid. Happy early, thank you. My birthday is in 20 minutes, or 19. Thank you, Pearl. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome, raiders. We are, for my birthday, we are reading declassified CIA documents. And today we are reading parapsychology. And they're going to talk about studies they did on children, which is interesting. It's a 20-page document, but I don't know if we're gonna read the whole thing, or at least I believe I might have opened the wrong one. But what is the state of evidence? Ooh, what is the state of the evidence for PSI? Ooh. Mantoids, yeah, they commonly just mantoids, that's what they're called. I'm sorry, I know he seems so do you like my new hat, Pearl? They'll say anyways. Ooh, I like that they include, ooh, here's some remote viewing. Interesting. Here, well, let's read about remote viewing, because I know you guys are interested. And I'm so sorry, my headset's dying, dude. Hold on. So this is remote viewing. The Ganzfeld technique indicates that information can be Yo, the universe doesn't want me to read it. I'm just kidding. I just dropped I'm like switching back and forth. The Ganzfeld technique indicates that information can be exchanged mentally by sending it from one person to another. The remote viewing experiment, in one of its many forms, investigates whether information can be gained without a sender. In a typical remote viewing experiment, a pool of several hundred photographs are created. One of these is randomly selected by a third party to be the target, and it is set aside in a remote location. The experimental participant then attempts to sketch or otherwise describe that remote target photo. This is repeated for a total of, say, 7 different targets. Many ways of evaluating the results of this test have been developed, including some highly sophisticated methods. One common and easy method is to take a group of 7 target photos and responses, randomly shuffle the targets and responses, and then ask independent judges to rank, order, or match the correct targets with the participants' actual responses. If there was a real transfer of information, the responses should correspond more closely to the correct targets than to the mismatched targets. Several thousand such trials have been conducted by dozens of investigators over the past 25 years. And dude, oh my god, this was released in 95. So that means they were doing this back in yeah, dude, 1970. Mantoid wants to read too. Oh yeah. That's crazy, dude. The cumulative database strongly indicates that information about remote photos, actual senses, and events can be perceived. Some of these experiments have also been used to successfully study precognition by having a participant describe a photo that would randomly be selected into the future. Holy shit! That's so cool, bro. And they have a reference for it, but that's so neat. For sure. 1970 was around the time the US government really started getting experimental in studying the mind. Oh. Why is kawaii anime girl reading documents on my For You page, bro? Because it's my birthday and I want to do it. That's why. That's fucking why. Alright. So, interesting. I like that. I wonder, I wish that I could use the find tool, but all of this is unfortunately not text. It's just some shit. This is a photo. But I would love to read more on precognition. I'd love to read more on precognition. What is the state? Oh, I wanted to read this one too. What is the state of the evidence for PSI? To be precise, when we say that X exists, we mean the presently available cumulative statistical database for experiments studying X provides strong, scientifically palatable evidence for repeatable, anomalous, X-like effects. With the above in mind, ESP exists, precognition exists, telepathy exists, and PK exists. This is a government document! I'm so sorry to my neighbors. I'm like yelling. With the above in mind, ESP exists, precognition exists, telepathy exists. ESP is statistically robust, meaning it can be reliably demonstrated through repeated trials, but it tends to be weak when simple geometric symbols are used as targets. Photographic or video targets produce effects about 10 times larger, and there is some, and in natural context, may be stronger yet. Some PK effects have also been shown to exist. When individuals focus their intention on mechanical or electronic devices that fluctuate randomly, the statistics of the fluctuation change in predictable ways? I'm sorry, this is actually so fascinating to me. Yeah, 90s government. Who was the president in 95? Who was the... Watch it be Bush Sr. Oh, it's Bill Clinton! Bill! I know what you're into, Bill. I don't need to be psychic to know that. Clinton! Thank you, Clinton! One good thing you did, bro. I'm not even American. I knew it off rip. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Anyways. Uh-oh. Alright. What is the state of the theory for PSI? Opinions about mechanisms of PSI are wide-ranging. Because the field is multidisciplinary, there are physical theories, psychological theories, psychophysical theories, sociological theories, and combinations of these. On one end of the spectrum, the physicalists tend to believe that the PSI sensing capacity is like any other human sensory system, and as such, it will most likely be explained by knowing principles from biophysics, chemistry, and cognitive science. For these theorists, PSI is expected to be accommodated into the existing scientific structure with perhaps some modifications or extensions. On the other end of the spectrum, the mentalists assert that reality would not exist if it were not for human consciousness. For these theorists, the nature of the universe is much more effervescent. Is that how you say? I'm learning new words. I actually like this. Effervescent, thus accommodating PSI into science as we know it. Strong theoretical debates are common in parapsychology, in part because spirit, religion, the meaning of life, and other philosophical conundrums commingle with quantum mechanics, probability theory, and neurons. Wow! Wow, why are these texts so hard to understand? Oh, is this difficult? Oh, let me translate. So basically, what I just read is that there are two major contenders into how PSI works. So there are the physicalists. These are people who believe that this is something we can do physically, like it's just something innately in the human body that gives us the ability to do these things. And then there are the mentalists, and these are the people who believe that everything is our perception, that we as a human consciousness are creating our reality. Therefore, because it is our mind, right? It's our mind that's creating the reality in front of us, we're able to manipulate it. So I'm actually more on the mentalist side. I mean, do I think it's something we're born with? Absolutely. But because, you know, yeah, no, I'm a mentalist, I believe. Yeah, pretty much. To a degree, yeah. I think it's a mix of both. But part of me thinks, like, if you are a mentalist, you are a physicalist in this sense at the same time, because, you know, yeah, you're pretty much, like, when you say, like, oh, because I built this body as a conscious being with my spirits, therefore I gave myself the physical capacity to do this. And so to me, if you're a mentalist, like, you just agree with the physicalist to just you're up on a, like, you just have like one more belief system on the side, you know what I mean? Resending this, not related to aliens, but I remember in elementary I was waiting for the bus and there was a shadowy black cat figure circling around my feet. Oh, it only lasted for a couple seconds, but I'm curious as to what you think it might have been. It could be any kind of spirit. Any kind of spirit. Oh, Siri, no thank you. Siri, no thank you. Siri, no thank you. Sorry, she released my phone. I don't know why she turned on. The constructs that hit you aren't necessarily human in nature. That's true. Oh, but this is actually something I disagree with in this theory. So they had mentioned... So I'll reread it. It says, on the other end of the spectrum, the mentalists assert that reality would not exist if it were not for human consciousness. I think everything is spirits, and I believe everything is conscious to a degree. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be in a human standard. To me, saying specifically human consciousness creates this reality is very arrogant. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, reality wouldn't exist without humans. That just seems very egotistical to me. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I should do another honey, some more honey, huh? What is consciousness anyway? Well, that's the $1 million question. That's a $1 million question right there. I don't really know. I don't know. You know, I think that's what everybody's trying to find out. What the fuck are we? What are we? What is my purpose? Being able to rationalize reality and edit it to a degree that is possible. Oh yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Alright, let's take another hit of this. Let me get rid of this. Take another hit of honey. Oh my god, it tastes so good. Oh my god. Alright, my friends. I think we've had enough of this. We're gonna move on to the remote viewing. We're gonna read the remote viewing document. It's so much fun listening to you go. Thank you. I know it's getting late, but my birthday is in 5 minutes, and I want all of you to sing me happy birthday. I require it. It has to happen. My birthday's in 5 minutes. I wonder who's gonna text me first. Who's gonna say happy birthday to me first? You have 5 minutes. You better have 4 minutes. You better have a timer. Whoever says happy birthday to me first gets a free reading. Whoever says happy birthday to me first gets a free reading. You got 4 minutes. No. You have to do it at midnight. At midnight. Oh, I already sent my birthday DM. I'm talking about on stream today at midnight. At midnight. Everything awesome happens after midnight. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know we already talked about it. I'm really, you know, I can read this on my own time, I guess, but I am so interested in enhancing human performance. That sounds so cool. This is literally about learning how to be psychic, bro. Like, this is so neat. Like, I want to read this one, but I know you guys are super into remote viewing, so we can read remote viewing if you want. Hey Ron, been seeing you on TikTok for a while, saw the tinfoil hat and felt called to come join. Hey, what's up? We're reading declassified, excuse me. We're reading declassified CIA documents, and we're choosing between enhancing human performance, or here, how about we do a little poll? Which document to close with? So we can, and you can do the poll on the purple site. So we can do learn psychic abilities. Or remote viewing, astral projection, travel. And we'll leave it up for 3 minutes. Start poll. Which document to close with? Learn psychic abilities or remote viewing / astral? I'm happy with both of them. Hi Ren, can I ask something? What's up? Happy birthday! Thank you! Let's become powerful together with Mama. Am I your mama? You can call me Mommy. don't mind. Me too was born at 11:42, almost on October 13th. Oh, happy belated birthday. I gotta show you my chart sometime. Ooh, I'd love to read the chart. Oh, wait, we've got 30 seconds. Who's gonna say happy birthday first? Ooh, everybody wants to learn this one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, Mom. Hello. I know I kind of look like a baby right now, but I'm gonna have a more aged up version of me soon. I promise. And you know, I don't really talk about and by the way, like I had some people message me. They were like, "Ron, I know you're talking about having like a more mature looking model. Are you going to change your content?" And the answer is not really. No. I'm actually personally not comfortable talking about adult stuff. It makes me so uncomfortable. I don't really like it, so don't worry. Oh, happy birthday! It's still 11:59, y'all. Y'all are just spamming. Y'all are just spamming. Happy birthday! Whoa! Yay! Yay! Happy birthday! Wait. Happy birthday! Yay! Yay! Birthday hat! Happy birthday to Ron! Happy birthday to Ron! Happy birthday! Dude, this sounds so sad actually. Can you imagine I'm like alone in my room and I'm just singing to myself happy birthday? But I'm actually surrounded by people and it's awesome. It's awesome. Let's see, who said happy birthday first? I'll have to look at the timestamps. I'll have to look at the timestamps on like the actual Twitch chat later. Thank you, happy birthday, thank you. Happy birthday, thank you everybody. Yep, that's right, I'm turning 587 today. No, wait, what am I saying? 585. I was 584, sorry. After you hit 200, it's just it's hard to keep up with the numbers, so. Oh, she's so young, I know. I haven't aged a day since 100. Hi, Rice and Chicken, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Happy birthday to Ron. Thank you, Blueberry. Thank you, Northlook. Thank you, Christ for Bacon. And thank you again so much, everybody. Oh, thank you so much for all the gifts earlier. And thank you for 47% of my birthday goal. I said it the other day on stream too, but the only thing I want for my birthday is just have my bills paid early for the month. I just want to like not cry myself for the whole month, like, oh, am I gonna pay stuff? But I'm gonna have my birthday stream tomorrow, and I'm not gonna do any paid stuff. I'm not going to like ask. I'm just gonna do free stuff tomorrow, just like today, you know. So we're gonna do some readings, but I'm not gonna make you guys pay for nothing. I sent you a little present. If you checked it, you did. You did what? Hold on. I gotta make sure I don't send it to chat though. I mean, oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my, can I share? Oh my goodness, can I share this? This is so cute. I love this so much. Hold on, I have to share. Thank you, Narcy, you guys! Oh my gosh, look what Narcy made for me. Oh my goodness. It's so precious. I'm gonna die. Goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, what if I just like was like, it's so precious, I'm gonna die, and I just hit in stream. Thank you for the I love Ron. It's precious. Oh my goodness. I love it. I want to keep it right here. It's gonna replace the donuts on. I love that so much. Oh my goodness. I'm in love. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so nice to me here. It's perfect. It's for please don't die. I just in stream. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. We will read the birthday. We're gonna read the birthday notes tomorrow. We'll read the birthday notes tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm gonna prepare pretty graphics and everything for those. But we're gonna end the night on what you guys voted for. Stream isn't over yet. Stream isn't over yet. We're gonna read this one, Enhancing the Human Performance, which I have to turn over. So, you guys ready? How many pages is this document? Holy shit, it's 91. Look, I wanna wear my tinfoil hat because it's funny, but it is my birthday. Thank you. I will look back and see who said happy birthday first, and at like exactly midnight in the timestamps. And then I'll message you. I'll message you on Twitter. Excuse me, on Twitch. I just typed it. That looks amazing. I know. I want to put it here too, dude. Oh my gosh, we have to put it up here too. Add existing. Oh, oops, no. What do I have it as? I didn't name it properly. I probably should. Rename. Narcy gift. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you guys. I'm having such a good birthday. I was talking about this earlier, but genuinely, this is the best birthday of my life. And I'll talk about it more tomorrow. But I've had some really sad birthdays. And like I said, I used to be a really, really sad person. But I'm so happy. And I'm just so happy. I don't know how to explain. Words are difficult. I hope you guys can feel the energy, but I wrote a little bit about it on Discord. I wake up every day and I'm genuinely thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for the experience I get to have. I'm sleeping on a couch right now, but I still wake up and I feel so blessed. I feel like I have agency over my life. I feel like I have love. I have peace. I have warmth. I've got food in my I have my own kitchen. I didn't have a kitchen. I didn't have a kitchen for a whole year, and I was sleeping on 2 pushed together chairs. I didn't wake up until like 6 p.m. and I wouldn't go to bed until 11 in the morning for a whole year. And it was really hard, and I was stuck in just this tiny little office space, and it was so sad. But I'm so happy now, and I wouldn't have gotten here without you. I wouldn't have gotten, like, I have my own apartment. It is so weird. It's really weird, and even my cats, the kitties that I have, are in bliss with me, and thank you. Thank you. I'm happy for you. Thank you. I feel weird saying this with the tinfoil hat on. Sorry. Here you go. Thank you, everybody. It's a tinfoil hat birthday, yeah. Your love is radiant and infectious. You deserve the world and more. Thank you, Zesty. Really glad I felt called to come join tonight. What a special birthday run. It is. It is. It really, really is. Direct, we love you so much, Ron. Your love is radiant, and oh yeah, I read that. Yeah, the happiness conspiracy. I'm gonna preach this until I die. If you radiate love, you will get love back to you. And love isn't just like people who care about you. It's also a reality that loves you, right? So a warm bed, or a full kitchen, or 2 kitties. A reality that loves you back. If you love your reality, will love you in return. I always say this has been my go-to mantra since I started streaming. I say, and I'll say it again, and you're welcome to steal it because it's always given me so much. I say this every day. If you love what you do, it will love you back. I love what I do, and it loves me back. So it's a reciprocity, right? You give and then you receive. That's actually a really cool perspective. Yeah. So I'm really happy. Blessed be to thee, Ron. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Thank you, Cries for Bacon. Thank you, everyone. I've been so blessed, and I know all of you are. Your lives are full of blessings too, and sometimes we just have to wake up to them. You know, I know I was in that really sad situation, but I was happy. There was a period when I went through a dark night of the soul. You know, I spent maybe like a month just bitching and moaning. We all do. Woe is me. But if, you know, let yourself feel your feelings if you don't like where you are. And the moment you have the confidence to know that you can change it, literally the moment you feel the confidence, take it and run with it because you will get places. Dragon Cat Princess Sean, thank you for the hydrate redeem. Thank you, I will hydrate. Birthday cake? Oh, dude, I don't even have a birthday cake, bro. I should go get one. I should go get myself. Well, I don't. You know, I just moved here. I have one friend, and I went to a party and I made a couple friends too. But I don't really have people here except for my one friend, and they've actually been there for me so much. And yeah, I think I'm gonna be spending my birthday tomorrow with you guys. I'll go pick up a cake. I'll go pick up my favorite cake. My favorite cake is Gentilly cake. Oh. It's a nice mix of almond and vanilla cake batter, and it has blueberry and strawberries in it. It's so good. Ron, hey, your birthday be may your birthday be blessed by the god and goddess. Oh, merry part and merry meets again. Bless me. P.S. Sorry, just a quiet shy lurker. Thank you, Andrew. I found you on TikTok. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Also, happy birthday. Thank you, Dragon Cat Princess Shauna. Thank you. Just a month? You guys can spend as long as you need bitching and moaning. It's okay. You know, some of us take a month, some of us take a whole year. Do what you gotta do. It's okay. I hope you can find a place that makes it really good. Sounds yummy. Yeah. I'll probably just go to the store. I'm a tres leches lover. Ooh, that means three milks, right? I'm trying to learn Spanish. I tried to. I'm not very good at it. Okay. Alright, how about let's finish up the night with some enhanced human performance. It's a milk soap cake. Ooh, yummy. Sounds really good. We gotta put the tinfoil hat back on! Okay, alrighty. Here, let me... I think maybe I should move. I'll get rid of my cards too, sorry. There we go. Okay, let me send the PDF to you, my friends. Are you gonna... No, we're not gonna do all 91. We will do as many as I can. As many as I can. But if you guys want, we can go through it again another day. If you want, it's up to you. If you're enjoying it, I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So, oh hi Puma, welcome Puma. Puma came to say happy birthday to me. We can go through it another day if you like. Yeah, everyone, my show is on. Okay, all right, let's continue. Preface. The Army Research Institute in 1984 asked the National Academy of Sciences to form a committee to examine the potential value of certain techniques that had been proposed to enhance human performance. As a class, these techniques were viewed as extraordinary, and that they were developed outside the mainstream of the human sciences and were presented with strong claims for high effectiveness. The committee was also to recommended general policy and criteria for future evaluation of the enhancement techniques by the Army. Dude, you know what they're saying, bro? The techniques that we have learned were so good that we taught them to our fucking troops. These enhancements were so fire that we gave our Black Ops, wait, what are they called? I don't even remember. We gave our CIA agents, I don't know. Captain America, that's right. The Committee of Techniques for the Enhancement of Human Performance first met in June 1985. The 14 members of the committee were appointed for their expertise in areas related to the techniques examined. The disciplines they represent include experimental, physiological, clinical, social, and industrial psychology and cognitive neuroscience. One member is a training program director from the private sector. During the next 2 years, the committee gathered 6 times, met in toto or in part on several occasions with various representatives of the Army, conducted interviews and site visits, and sit subcommittees on several others, and commissioned 10 analytical and survey papers. The committee also examined a variety of materials, including state-of-the-art reviews of relevant literature, reports commissioned by the Army Research Institute, and unpublished documents provided by institutes, practitioners, and researchers. The report that follows describes the committee's activities, findings, and conclusions. Though cast largely in terms of the sponsor setting, this report is relevant to other settings, for example, industry. The next few paragraphs present some background. Okay, we're gonna skip that part. Basically, what they're saying is, so we had a committee come and assimilate, we had a committee come and congregate, and we did a bunch of surveys and research, and we got a bunch of ancient literature and new literature on this subject, and below is what we have found. So that's a translation for those of you that don't understand, because I know it's sometimes hard to follow. So we're gonna skip all this part. We want to get to the good stuff. Tell us what to do. This is called the Stargate program, not related to the movie TV show. There are several TV shows and YouTube radio talk shows talking about. Yeah! One of the best ways created by a radio talk show host named Art Bell. Unfortunately, passed away a few years ago, but a talk show is still around. Ooh, I have to look into that, Andrew. Alright, so Part 1 consists of 3 chapters. Chapter 1 sets the stage for the report. It describes the committee's task, provides background on the Army's interests and enhancement techniques, characterizes specific techniques examined by the committee, and identifies the main issues in evaluating the relation between techniques and human performance. Chapter 2 presents the committee's findings and conclusions. We draw general conclusions about the process of consideration given to any technique and state specific findings and conclusions for each of the areas of human performance examined. Chapter 3 presents the committee's philosophy of evaluation as it pertains to enhancement techniques. Some of the issues involved concern the conduct of basic research, others concern, oh, thank you for a follow, thank you. Some of the issues involved concern the conduct of basic research. Others concern the conduct of field tests. With respect to basic research, issues include the plausibility of interferences and novel concepts, causation, alternative explanations of causal relations, and the generalizability of causal relations. Does the enhancement program meet genuine army needs? Question mark. Is this result program implementable given program design and resources? Question mark. Do unintended side effects limit utility? Question mark. Is the program more cost effective than its alternatives? Question mark. These questions underscore the reality that evaluation research is largely a pragmatic activity influenced by the organizational context in which it occurs. Okay. Cool. Tell us what to do. Nice. Tell us the good stuff. Evaluation probably hints so. We're still in the introduction, finding and conclusions. Okay. Oh, testimonials and evidence. Interesting. All right, personal experiences and testimonials cited on behalf of a technique are not regarded as an acceptable alternative to rigorous scientific evidence. Even when they have high face validity, such personal beliefs are not trustworthy as evidence. They often fail to consider the full range of factors that may be responsible for an observed effect. Personal versions of reality, which are essentially private, are especially antithetical to science, which is fundamentally public enterprise. Of course, a caution about testimonials should not be confused with a lack of openness to new. Oh, okay, so they're like explaining. All right, I see now. They're explaining what they're talking about. And they're providing a statement on it. So they're saying like, oh, we're gonna talk about this, but that doesn't necessarily like we believe it 100%. like that's what they're saying. Ooh, cool. Altering mental states. Time did not allow the committee to explore the evidence for a wide variety of specific methods for relating mental states to change in performance. Such methods include a form of self-induced hypnotic states and peak performance resulting from high levels of focus, concentration, and meditation. We recommend that reviews of the literature in these areas be taken to ascertain whether any practical results might be obtained by the use of such methods. All right. Evaluation issues. Potential military. Scientific. They're just like defending themselves pretty much. Enough government jargon, just tell us, damn it. Okay, results of the experiment. Ooh. Okay, I think we're just kind of skimming. Committee members who are knowledgeable of the procedures and instrumentation of psychophysiological experiment expressed doubts about the adequacy of the setup. Qualitative evidence and subject biases. What is meant by qualitative evidence? The problem. Examples of problematic beliefs. Ooh. Discussions of qualitative evidence. Conclusions. Okay. I mean, they needed to justify their budget. That's true. That's really funny. Wait, that's a really funny perspective. That's actually really funny. All right, Clinton. So, here's 20 pages of why we spent $500 million. And here's one page of what actually happened. That's so funny. Yeah, dude. Like, what does the end? Okay, we're literally at the bottom page. You know, let's reach this. Let's just read this last page. Our analysis of the evidence put before us indicates that even the most solidly based arguments for the existence of paranormal phenomena fall short of the currently accepted parapsychological standards. Oh my! Posty, thank you for the read. Thank you. Thank you. We're reading no, I keep saying undocumented. It is documented. We're reading declassified CIA documents. Oh, that's why I keep saying I've been streaming for a little bit. It's been 2 hours. Happy birthday, thank you. It is my birthday. I'm gonna be doing an official birthday stream later, but for now I'm just infecting the masses with government jargon from the Clinton era. Happy birthday, thank you, Posty, thank you, hi community. Let me give you a shout out, Posty. How you doing? Thank you for replying to my birthday card message too. I'm excited to read it tomorrow. The government, this is some serious voodoo stuff. We could totally use this for road construction. Pretty much. When did you get a foil hat? I just rigged it today. Isn't it perfect? Okay. We have looked at 2 examples to make clear why and what ways such failures to meet acceptable standards render the corresponding arguments useless as evidence for the paranormal, even though they have created compelling and strongly held beliefs in those who have been exposed to them. The examples illustrate how different ways of attempting to acquire evidence for paranormal phenomena can depart from adequate standards. These inadequacies become especially critical when we note that the conditions under which the alleged paranormal phenomena are supposed to occur are just those known to foster biases and false beliefs. The PK parties, while creating powerful beliefs in paranormal metal bending, clearly violate almost every principle for obtaining trustworthy data. These parties offer no standardization, no objective records, and no interesting, because we were reading a document earlier that was saying like, oh yeah, this is a thing and this happens. We were like this one, we were reading this. Is channeling real? Channeling is the claim that a departed spirit can speak or act through a sensitive person. In the late 1800s, this was called mediumship. Similar claims of communicating with departed spirits can be found throughout history and across most cultures. Some researchers believe that cases of exceptional prodigies like Mozart in music or Ramanujan in mathematics provide evidence of genuine channeling. However, some people who claim to channel extraterrestrials or ancient masters of Atlantis can easily perpetrate scams. After all, how can we check the validity of the claimed channeling? Some of the material supposedly channeled by departed spirits or otherworldly beings is clearly nonsense. For more information, see link Hastings. Ooh, not the CIA being like, Bashar's a scam, bro. I love your model, it's so cute, thank you. I love the detail in your lower lashes being a little lighter blue. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right. Yeah, I think that's all. Honestly, this one was super boring. It's boring. You guys told me that you would teach me how to enhance my human abilities. And then you were like, actually, we're not gonna do that. Oh gee, I know, right? I know. No, not you guys. It was the stupid document. To be honest, I did a bunch of research on what documents I wanted to read. This one was actually super disappointing. I think that this one was my favorite. This one was a lot of fun to read. You know, this one was about different gifts people have. And I thought the life after death was also really interesting too. So we could maybe, I don't know, let's look a little bit. Let's just take a little bit of a peek. We don't like this one.
We don't like this one.
Introduction. In order to describe the Monroe Institute technique for achieving altered states of consciousness, in parentheses, the gateway experience, involving brain hemisphere synchronization or hemisync, the most effective way to begin is to briefly profile the basic mechanics which underlay operation of related methods such as hypnosis, transcendental meditation, and biofeedback. It is easiest to effectively describe what gateway is by beginning with a short description of those associated techniques that share some common aspects with the gateway experience, but which are nevertheless different. In this way, we can develop a frame of reference at the outset which will provide useful concepts to explain and understand gateway by comparison as we proceed. Ooh, I want to do hypnosis on people so bad. Brain sync, aka sharing a brain cell, yeah. Thank you guys for the follows, thank you. Sorry if I miss it. Thank you for following me on TikTok and Twitch. Okay. Alright. Yes, I want to do hypnosis really, really bad. I've done yeah, like I want to. So I've done recorded hypnosis, right? Like I've listened to people do a guided hypnosis through a recording. I've done that before, and I wanna make some of those for you guys. Sorry, my voice is just so shot. But yeah, I really want to go to like an actual hypnotherapist so bad because I'm a big fan of Dolores Cannon. Like she's so cool to me. I'm a strong proponent of meditative hypnosis. Yeah! Let's read it. Let me take a sip and we can read a little bit about it. At first I was like, she's reading the Epstein files. No. We're reading files on the project what? I don't know. Sub project. The sub project they did with the Clintons. Okay. Hypnosis. According to the theories of psychologists, Ronald Stone and the biomedical engineering models of Itshak Bentov, hypnosis is basically a technique which permits acquisition of direct access to the sensory, motor cortex, and pleasure centers, and lowers cerebral (emotional) portions and associated pleasure centers of the right side of the human brain following successful disengagement of the stimulus screening function of the left hemisphere of the brain. Ooh! So basically we're turning off our analytical mind and we're just fucking turning up our creative mind, which is really cool. We need to exist as a human, you have to have a healthy balance of both. On the right side, yes, our right side of the brain is our creative side. The left, yes, look, they're about to explain it. The left hemisphere of the brain is the self-cognitive, verbal, and linear reasoning component of the mind. It fulfills the function of screening incoming stimuli by categorizing, assessing, and assigning meaning prior to allowing passage to the right hemisphere of the mind. The right hemisphere, which functions as the non-critical, holistic, non-verbal, and pattern-oriented component of the brain, appears to accept what the left hemisphere passes to it without question. Consequently, if the left hemisphere can be distracted either through boredom or through reduction to a soporific semi-sleep state, external stimuli to include hypnotic suggestions, through reduction to stimuli to include hypnotic suggestions are allowed to pass unchallenged into the right hemisphere. where they are accepted and acted upon directly. So interesting. Hypnosis is basically, yeah, it's just turning off your left brain so you can just use your right brain. So your left brain is what does all the reasoning, right? All the categorizing. The left part of your brain is what holds language and, you know, mathematics, that kind of stuff. And then the right brain is like, you know, where you see weird shit. Wait, so is guided meditation hypnosis? Yes. Yes, in its own way, yeah. You can do it with both depending on what you do. Ooh. Hi, hey, that girl with freckles. What's up? I used to know your name, and I want to find it again. I don't remember. I used to like memorize your name. Oh, sorry, Stella. Oh, I knew it started with an S. I almost said Sophia. It's like loosening it up. It's open. Exactly, Abe. Yeah, you're funny. Please don't go bald. Okay. I'll try my best. Okay. So yeah, that's basically what hypnosis is. So yeah, it's so interesting. Look at this. This is government documents, and look at them talking about how hypnosis works, and also transcendental meditation. On the other hand, transcendental meditation works in a distinctly different fashion. In this technique, intense and protracted single-minded concentration on the process of drawing energy up the spinal cord ultimately results in what appears to be creation of acoustical standing waves and the cerebral ventricles, which are then conducted to the gray matter in the cerebral cortex on the right side of the brain. Dude, what? I've never even heard of transcendental. I mean, I have heard of it, but I think I've like seen it in passing, but I've never heard it described to me. So basically, what you're doing is you're taking all of the energy in your body and you're traveling it up your spine and pushing it into a certain center of your brain so that you can access information. Which is so crazy. It engages, yeah. The left brain thing is outdated. It engages both. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, thank you. I swear your avatar gets more adorable every time I pause. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sayosha, yeah. Attack on Titan spinal fluid is real. Interesting. Oh, that's right. See, I thought it had something to do with Kundalini. So, as a result, according to Bentov, these waves, quote, will stimulate and eventually polarize the cortex in such a way that it will tend to conduct a signal along the homunculus, starting from the toes and on up. The Bentov biomedical model, as described in a book by Lee Sinella, MD, entitled Kundalini Psychosis or Transcendence. Interesting. Wait, oh shit, she's calling it a psychosis, bro. She's like, you think it's an altered state, but actually you're insane. No, I'm just kidding. She probably doesn't believe that. She said, or. There are government-appointed Wiccans who are sending hexes to us as we read this. Be gone in the name of Jesus Christ, I repel thee! Be gone! Sanity is overrated. Oh, this is great. Oh, thank you. Amen. Can I get an amen? Can I get amen in the chat? Amen in the chat. In addition, according to Bentov, the states of bliss described. Thank you guys. Thank you for saying amen. I thought I was about to look like a fucking loser on my birthday. Thank you for saying amen in the chat. Amen. Okay. All right. Oh, it's your birthday? Yeah, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. And for my birthday, I wanted to start my day reading government files. You know, you guys, I think it's time to go. I'm actually really tired. But I'm probably gonna read this one on my own. I'm actually super interested in this one specifically. This one was fucking stupid. I didn't like that one. Goodbye, enhancing human performance. You have disappointed me. Happy birthday, Ron. Oh, thank you, Ribbon. Thank you. I'm a bit tired too. I enjoyed my stay. Thank you. It was nice to meet everybody. Alrighty. Oh my god, I love Narcy's thing. It's so cute. I gotta get that as a sticker, bro. Narcy, can I have that as a sticker? Can I make stickers out of that? Alright, who should we raid into? Who is getting a birthday blessing raid into? There's all kinds of people we could raid into, and it's always really hard for me to choose. How about we raid into Porcelain Maid? Do you guys like Porcelain Maid? I hope you guys will make me look nice and say hello to them. You can copy this raid message. They're playing Halo. They're playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection. And their stream is titled, Bro, Wake Up, It's 2009. Joel, I know of him, yeah. Can you put the dog link? I want to read. Yeah, I can. I can. Here you go. Here you go. Alrighty. Copy the raid message, my friend. And my friends. And I will see you tomorrow for the official birthday stream. Thank you so much. We'll read all the birthday messages and we'll do some divination too. We'll do some divination. See you later. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.